Good evening. How are you tonight? Did you wait for a long time? So sorry about that. We respected Mayor, Council, and Chief of Police, and all the government officials, and everybody. Before we begin, our routine is to do the prayer and blessing. After the prayer blessing, I will guide you all to do the forgiveness and loving kindness meditation, short. And then after that, we will do the breathing method, which is mindfulness meditation. Before we talk about, all you need to do is just back straight and relax. Just relax, okay? And then pay attention to the breathing right here by the nostril area. When you breathe in, just let it go in and out. Normally, don't force your breath. Just let it go in and out. Just acknowledge that, aware of that breath going in, aware of that breath going out. In, out. You can also recite in when you breathe in and recite out silently when you breathe out as well to support your concentration. And then if your minds pop up with thoughts, just bring it back to the breathing. Acknowledge of that thoughts by saying silently, thoughts, thought, thoughts, and come back here. Same thing, anything pop up in your mind, just acknowledge that thought, come back here. If you hear noises, if you hear any sound, just acknowledge of that sound, come back here. Okay? That will be later, but for right now, let us all, I call a peace creed, which is doing this. So when we pray, when we do the blessings, put our hands up like this. And I know that when we do the chanting in Pali language, probably you don't know, but just close our eyes and then follow along. Okay, now let us all sit straight, relax, and then just follow along with what I will read silently. All you need to do is just relax and follow along with what I will read to do the forgiveness meditation and loving kindness meditation. In this lifetime, we have committed into so many things, unwholesome things to the others and ourselves. So we are asking for forgiveness from the others and from ourselves. And we are forgiving the others as well. So we can live freely without any enemies, without any suffering. Let us begin. Because of wrong things and unwisdom, I had wrong attitude, words, and thinking that caused the damage and suffering to all the people and all the living beings. Please open your kind heart and wisdom forgive me. I honestly forgive all those had wrong attitude, words, and thinking that caused the damage and suffering to me. I honestly forgive myself and wish since now to ever doing wholesome things, avoiding unwholesome things, keeping clear mind. If by deed, speech, or thought, foolishly I have done wrong, may all forgive me honored ones, who are in wisdom and compassion. I freely forgive each. May May my teachers be well, happy, and peaceful. May my parents be well, happy, and peaceful. May my relatives be well, happy, and peaceful. May my friends be well, happy, and peaceful. May the indifferent persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May the unfriendly persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings in this area, in this school, be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings in this city be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings in this state be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings in this country of the United States of America be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings in this universe be well, happy, and peaceful. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear-struck fearlessly. May the grieving shed all grief, and all beings find relief. Let us contemplate on our breathing. Come back to the breathing. Concentrate on that breathing. Let's open our eyes. How was it? Will you be able to concentrate? Yes? For the whole time? Well, before we start, let me tell you a story. Today we walked for over 27 miles. Afternoon, we started about 12:45, and we're supposed to be here around 8 p.m. today. But we was speeding.
Get any ticket?
And guess what? Chief and a lot of law enforcement was right there. They didn't give us any ticket. Instead, Chief and the whole team escorted us, supported us to get here on time. So we was speeding the whole time, really, really fast. And that's why when you saw us earlier, it's exhausted. Because we didn't want you to wait it for so long. Thank you so much, Chief and the whole team. Let's give them an applause. This is high school, right? A very long time. This is my first time coming back to the high school. Okay. And I see a lot of students here as well. Maybe all of us are students because we learn a lot. There's still a lot of things that we need to learn. We are not grown yet. Okay, even though we are 70 or 80, we still need to learn. Is that right? Okay, so let us all learn together. Who study in the school? Okay. Okay. Will you be able to concentrate on your schoolwork? Yeah? Your face didn't sound like it. Do you know why most of the students didn't want to go to class? Instead, they want to skip school. Sound familiar? Okay. Do you know why? Because it's boring. Play more is better. Right? Yes, he said yeah. You know, I watched one of the ads from Xbox. Somebody sent it to me and I happened to watch it and I like that. There's a mom giving birth to a baby in the hospital. That mom trying to push the baby out. And then when she trying to push it and she pushed so hard and the baby flew all the way to the window. Broke the windows, fly to the air, to the sky. The baby grow each and every day, get older and older, still naked, okay? Older and older, and then he become a senior man, like 70 years. He fallen off on the sky still. And then to the time when he landed, you know where he landed? Into a casket. in a casket, buried him. So from the time he opened his eye until the time he closed his eye, he have never seen anything yet. Okay? And at the end of that act, it says, life is short, play more. So play more, that is why most of the students, they don't want to study, they want to play more because life is short. They go a different direction with what we want, right? Their parents want them to go to school to learn to be educated, but when they go there and they feel like, this is boring, I don't like to go to class, I rather hang out with my friends, and I go here and go there. Well, we all been there, done that, right? Yes. So nothing to shy about, right? And so the reason behind it is because they cannot focus on their study. How can they find interest in studying when they cannot concentrate? Is that true? If they be able to concentrate and they find interest in that studying, they would go to school, go to class. But they couldn't. They couldn't find any. It's because all that numbers and all that letters are so boring versus the life out there. That is why. And let me ask you, why can't the student focus? What's the reason behind it? Why they cannot focus? I'm sorry? It's not fun. Yeah, I know that. It's not fun. But the true reason behind it is because nowadays, not just the student, all of us too, we already have families, we have kids, and we have almost granddaughter and grandchildren, everything. And we have husband and wife, but we all cheated each other. Why I say that? Do you know why? Every night before you go to bed, you don't talk with your partner. Every morning when you wake up, you don't talk with your partner. Instead, you talk with your lover. Who is your lover? This one right here. This one right here. Okay? You talk with him and her almost 24 hours. When you woke up, the first thing in the morning when you woke up, you ask him and her what's going on overnight. Right? Who commented on your status last night? Wow, maybe it's so true for everyone. And so, we are just like that. We live with these technologies each and every single moment, and we cannot let go. Ask yourself, all of us have internet at home. There are days that the internet company, they have trouble and we cannot get on the internet. How did you feel? Frustrated, angry, and guess what? All the workers in that company, they are frustrated too because they receive so much call. And not just easy. Everybody call and yell and shout, I need the internet now. Right? We are like that. What if one day, this world, this country, there's no internet. Everything shut down. Uh-oh. Can we survive? Ask ourselves, back then, before the smartphone came out, we have pagers, right? Remember that? Pagers. We were fine. But now every smartphone come out. The new model, the newest version, we chase after that. Even though we don't have money. It's okay, we alone. So, we are living in this society like that. And we always chasing things outside and live in delusion. Chat, talk with all the people around, but not our family members. You go to the airport and you look around you. Every single one of them holding the phone and talk. But while their parents and their partners are sitting next to them, we didn't see them talk with each other. Instead, talk with the phone, with their lovers. Right? So how can we concentrate? How can we concentrate when we are sidetracked all the time like this? So it's very difficult for the students to pay full attention on their schoolwork. And then when they go home, it's okay, I will do it later. Put it on that side, we'll do it later. Do it later, never done. Right? And so with all that problems around us, and what happened when the student comes to the school without homework done, and then when they skip school, and then when they into trouble, then they get into detention room, right? Right? Lock them up. Now they feel bad with their friends. And they even angrier. Is that true? What if all students, even though they are in trouble, they don't go to the detention room, but instead they go to the meditation room? What if? I have a dream. Because I try to bring meditation into school, to classes. You know why? Mindfulness meditation actually helps all people, and especially teenagers, school, for them to be smarter, braver. They will have more concentration. They will pay full attention to their work, to their school, and they will make good grades. And then when they're in trouble, instead of punish them, let them go to the meditation room and let them check on their breath. If they can just sit there 1 hour or 1 day contemplating on their breathing, how wonderful that is. They get something off from it instead, right? They don't feel bad to their friend. And when they out of that room, they feel better because they be able to concentrate. They live with that present moment. So when they are living in that present moment, they will not feel bad. They will not feel angry. They will not feel like, okay, I need to skip school. I need to go out, hang out with friends and things like that. That way, all the students and all of us can pay attention to what we're doing every day. And that helps the student, help the parents, help the teachers. Teachers don't have to yell anymore, frustrated anymore because of the students like that. If we could do that, that's much, much better. The result would turn out much better. And there's a lot of school already apply breathing method meditation as one of the course, one of the credit to. They get credit when they join that class. It helps. And there are companies get what? Companies that also integrated meditation into their workplace. Because after they purify their mind, they be able to do the work better. And so, because of that reason, we as Buddhist monks, we travel from Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. And tonight, we are very honored and grateful to be here in this school, and a lot of loves that you are welcoming us tonight. We brought you that message of mindfulness to remind you that mindfulness is something that you are missing out. And in order for us to fix that, in order for us to change that, we need to take into action now to practice mindfulness by breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Earlier I showed you, I asked, will you be able to concentrate? I'm pretty sure that not all of us can concentrate fully, even though just 3 or 5 minutes. You have full of thoughts popping up here and there. When you close your eyes and check on your breath. Is that true? Our mind is like that. It's full of thoughts every second. It's just that we cannot see it. Because we cannot see it, and then we just live with it. The more we live with that, the worse we are, because we will always react when things happen into our life. And if we react, who suffer? We suffer. Because this life, no one can bring love and peace and happiness to us. If they do, then that is just a temporary. And guess what? Most of the time, our friends, our neighbors, people out there, they're always throwing rock at us. And when they throw a rock at us and we react, means that we use rock, throw it back to them. 2 rocks hitting each other, what happened? Broke. Right? We'll broke into pieces. What if you can react, but react with kindness, like water? If you can do that, then your life will be much easier. You don't have to suffer a lot. It's just because we we have a lot of things that we want, we need. And when we want, we need, we cannot get it. We also feel frustrated. In this life, I want that, I need that, but not always get it. Right? Even though when we get it, when we got it, I want that person, we got it. Are we suffer or no? No? So my question is, when we want something but we cannot get it, we suffer, right? But what if when you want something, when you got it, you like that person and you got him, you be suffer or no? No? You suffer double. You know why? Because you have to protect it. Now you have to find the ways to protect it, to preserve it, and to hold on into it. You don't want to lose it. But the fact is, you will lose it because everything now impermanent cannot last with us for a long time, right? So the more we hold it tight, the more suffer we are. Tired, suffer. And then when you lost it, what happened? We cry. We suffer a lot more. So when we got something that we really, really wanted, it doesn't mean that we will be happy. Right? So happiness that we have, they are just temporary feelings. So we need to create happiness for our own and peace for our own. That is not waiting for others to bring them to us. And in order for us to do that, we have to be mindful. That's why we call mindfulness. You see, when we walk today, I told you the story earlier. I say we were speeding. We walk really fast tonight because I know that it's a long night. So we walk really fast. If we are not mindful on the walk, then we step on a lot of things. Even though when we step on something, that feeling, the pain is go all the way to the top of the head. And we acknowledge of that feeling, we manage it, and then it would disappear. We didn't get angry, and we wasn't angry because it's a long walk. We just acknowledge that, knowing that it's happened, and then it will be vanished by itself. It's just a feeling. When this body in pain, but don't let our mind in pain. That's the difference. So when we walk mindful like that, but there are cars that are not mindful when driving. Because when they drive really fast on the other side of the road and they saw the monks walking, and they applied the brake right away just to say hi, while there's a car behind them. So that is not mindful, even though just to say hi to the monks, but those are not mindful acts. So we have to practice mindfulness that each and every little thing we do for ourselves, we need to be very, very mindful. That one thing that I said, even if we go to the toilet, we are not mindful. You know why we're not mindful in the toilet? Because it's a secret place. We can do a lot of things in the toilet with our lovers. Right? You see, even you go to the toilet, you bring your lover to the toilet. She laughs so hard. Why can't we just leave our lover out there on the sofa and wait for us after we've done the number 1 or number 2 and then we come out and talk? It smells in there though. But we have to take him or her with us, go in there and talk and chit chat. So that is not mindful. While there are a lot of people out there waiting for that toilet, they are suffer. But if they ate something that's not right, and they need the toilet so bad, but we are chit and chat and talk with our lover in the toilet. Enjoy. Enjoy that secret moment. That is not right. We need to stop that, right? That is one thing that I want to show you, that we are always sidetracked. We are not mindful. If we just go in there and then finish and come out, that's a whole different story. Same thing as every little thing, everything else. If we are mindful with doing one thing at a time, then that's how we change our life. Because we've been doing so many things at the same time for so long already, and now ask yourself, does it help or no? Of course not. That's why we suffer. That's why we are here for peace. Is that true? We are here for peace because we found ourselves that we've been suffering. So if we realize that we've been doing everything wrong by doing so many things at the same time, then now it's the right time to change ourselves to do one thing at a time, to be mindful. Every day when you have time, you will have a lot of time. And by the way, it's just that you want to make time for yourself or not. Just pick 5-10 minutes on the breathing in the morning, lunchtime, and nighttime. And then whenever you feel stress, anxiety, you feel tight, tense, all you need to do is just close our eye and take a deep breath. 3 times, take a deep breath. And then done. All that thinking will be vanished. When you're sad, when you're not happy, don't go out there and talk with your friends. Tell your friends everything. You know why? Because that story soon will be shared to everyone. Right? You know how I deal with it? I talk with wind. I talk with the wind. I go out there and roll down the window, and then the wind come and I talk. I said, I have this feeling. It's uneasy. Now I feel like stress. May I send that with you? Please take them away from me. And I just talk and I breathe, and then it's gone. The wind will never betray us. It would not bring it from here and then drop it to the next house. But human beings would. Okay? Keep that in mind. So don't share it with anyone, even though it's very, very close friend. Be careful. Right now, very close, but later, maybe not. Always changing. Our minds always changing. Okay, so we are bringing that message here to share with you all that peace is always begins from within. It's not out there. And when you are at peace, happiness will be with you. And what if we all living in peace? It means that we already have loving kindness and compassion, and we will live in harmony and unity. Tonight, there's a lot of people here with different backgrounds, but you all came together and be able to sit together and join with us tonight. That is unity, that is harmony, that is peace. How many times in life that we actually can bond together like this? In this way, not at the concert, not at the bar, but a peace talk like this. Right, so there's something that we already know, that peace is already begins from within, inside of us. We already have that. We are here just to remind you to awaken it. Don't let it sleep longer. It's time to wake it up. So every day in the morning, when we get up, this thing that most of the people would do is wrap in the phone, right? Now it's time to change that. Don't grab the phone, but don't snooze. Okay? Most of the people would snooze. And guess what? The bed will grow arms and legs to hold you down. So don't let that bed grow arms and legs to hold you down. You need to get up right away. Give yourself only 5 seconds to live when that alarm goes off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up. Otherwise, it will hold you down until 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. So only give yourself 5 seconds. 5. Count it backward. Okay, let's just all count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up. Okay, from now on, every morning, if we feel like we are lazy, we don't want to get up, especially the winter is coming, it's chance for us to sleep. Okay, so don't snooze it. After you wake up, the first thing you should do, fold in your bed sheet, nice and neat, clean. Grab a piece of paper, write down one statement. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Okay? Today is going to be my peaceful day. Write that statement down and then read it over and over. Then read it out loud. To tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day. No one can mess with it. And then throughout the day, be mindful with it and live like what I shared with you earlier. Can we do that? If you can do that, if you can live mindful like that, then your day will be so much peaceful. And when you are at peace, your co-worker, your family members will also at peace. Be happy to see our face like that. They don't have to deal with us getting angry or frustrated. And so we need to take care of our inner child, which is that mind. Otherwise, that mind is keep going out. Sooner or later, we cannot pull them back anymore. The mind is living in this body. This body is the house of the mind. Keep that mind in this house. Don't let it go out too much. We've been letting it going out for too long already. So now just practice that. Be mindful with everything we do. And at night time, before you go to bed, 1 hour, don't mess with the phone. Don't talk with the lovers, okay? 1 hour. If you cannot, then 30 minutes, it's okay. No more negotiation. Okay? Why you laugh so hard? So, put it aside. And then close your eyes. Even if you lie on the bed, put 2 hands on top of your abdomen. Contemplate on the breathing. Before you contemplate on the breathing, ask yourself, rewind the whole day. Today, have you talked with anybody? Have you done anything wrong or hurtful to anybody? If you did, ask for yourself for forgiveness and tell yourself tomorrow you will fix that problem, you will never repeat it. And then tomorrow, and then after that, put your hands on your abdomen and then contemplate on the breathing until you fall asleep. And then tomorrow when you wake up, do the same thing. Today is going to be my peaceful day. And then fix the problem that you have done wrong yesterday. That is how we will be living peace and happiness. And this is the message that we are bringing here to share with you all. And hopefully that it will help you all to have a peaceful life and will not chasing the outside world anymore. But we need to pause, slow down, and check on our breathing, our breath. That is what we really need. And if all of us can do that, the world will be at peace. Can we do that? Who would do that from tomorrow, starting from tomorrow? Okay. Who would walk with us to Washington, D.C. tomorrow? Now, who walk with us to Washington, D.C. tomorrow? Only a few? Okay, so when I ask you that question, not many people are excited about it. Yeah, I understand how it feels. Because we've been walking 52 days already. You see earlier, did you saw me walking that way for the bathroom? It wasn't me. Because my feet didn't listen to me. I tried to walk straight. So if you walk with me to Washington, with us to Washington D.C., probably we have to crawl home. Well, we just want you to walk with us spiritually by practicing this mindfulness technique. That is how you support this walk. That is how you support this society, this country, and this world to heal. Not only us, all of us have to practice, have to do this together to change this world. So would you be the one to change this world to be a better place? Yes? All of us will do it together, right? We are not going to walk to Washington, D.C. in the cold by ourselves, right? Okay, I take that word. Okay, I will take those words, and we will walk with you all together in the freezing weather. But with all this love, we be able to carry on and continue our walk to Washington, D.C. We will stop when we get there. But for right now, we will not stop. At least for right now, we are not stopping. Since yesterday when we entered to Alabama, we had 17 monks. But overnight, we have another 3 monks join, so we have now the team 20. 20, actually 21, because Aloka is the last one. So 21 members walking. And there are lay person walking with us too, so more than 21, 22, 23. And so thank you so much for the hospitality to host us here, keeping us warm and letting me share this technique with you all. And I hope that everyone will be soon will master the breathing method and have your own peaceful life. May you all be well, be happy and peaceful. And the last thing we would do is to tie you up with the string with us. You see those strings on the table? Everywhere when we go, everywhere, even though when we walk, there are people who say, can we have some string, some bracelet? I ask that. I say, while we walking? You say, yes. I say, no. If we do that, probably it would take us 1 year to get to Washington, D.C. So I say, come to the rest area, to the lunch stop, and then the night stop, and we will tie you up. They Probably they show up already. So this string to tie on your hand, tie your hands with us to make sure that you are not escape from us to walking to Washington DC. Okay? Make sure that every day when you look at that bracelet, it reminds you that the monk put it on for you and they share the technique with you, how to be mindful, how to have a peaceful life and happiness. And then you will motivate yourself to practice and change ourselves. Thank you so much. Any questions? So now time for questions. Yes. The same question everywhere we go. Our most senior monk, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, we call Luang Paul Nyapan. He's 70 years old. He's 50 years of monkhood. So he's the most healthiest monk in the group because he walked and he never. I have not seen the doctor check on his foot yet. Who was the youngest one? The youngest one is behind us, 29 years old. Yes, ma'am.
Can you say where everyone is from originally?
We have Vietnamese, we have Laotian, we have Thailand. There will be Burmese join later.
Isn't Aloka from India?
Aloka is from India. Oh yes, India. Forgot about that. Sorry.
He's asleep. He didn't hear you.
He's passed out.
He said, yes, I did. He said, I did.
Yes. We walk 20 to 25 miles per day. But today, last night, I happened to say something to our nun. And today she made us walk 28 miles. Yes.
Besides now, when was the last time the Buddhist monks did a peace walk?
When was the last time the Buddhist monk did the peace walk?
Yes.
This is our first time walking in the United States this way. But us monks, we have walking in India, Thailand, Laos, a lot of places. Yes, so, but in the United States, this is our first time.
Will you do it again?
Will we do it again? That is a good question. Would you want us to do it again?
Yes.
Yes. Who is that?
God.
We don't know yet. Let us finish this journey first. Then we'll talk about it later. Do we have to walk back? No, we will ride back on the RVs and some cars because we have major event in May next year. Our estimated date to complete is February the 12th or the 15th of next year in Washington DC. So we have international event in Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm behind it. So I have to come back to prepare for the event, 10 days event, and so we cannot walk back. You have a question? What would the last sentence?
What are you looking forward to the most when you get home?
Looking forward to the most. To see everyone living at peace. Because I have seen so many sufferings around us. That's why we took on this journey. And of course, when we walk on this journey, we try to promote peace, loving kindness, and compassion, right? So when we completed this journey, the first thing, and probably that going to be every day for us, that we are looking forward to see everybody in our country, our world will be healed as soon as possible. And the more people living at peace, then we are also living at peace, because that is our purpose, right? So that is the most important thing for us.
Will you be speaking, are you planning to speak to the president when you get to Washington?
We wanted to, because like I said, this message, this journey is not just for civilians, it should be for everybody. And so we are working on that. It's not easy for us to get in touch with everybody. Like when we get to different state capital, we also have to send out notification and letters. So it will take time. And we are working on it, so we don't know the result yet, but we have been working on it. Yes. How old is Aloka? He's about 4 years old.
Was there a single event that inspired this walk here in the United States, or was it accumulation, or what made you all know, okay, we have to do this here?
I created a foundation called Love and Kindness Foundation in Fort Worth, Texas, to help with disasters and everything in United States and around the world. So we've been facing a lot of challenges like COVID and all the disaster, right? So in Fort Worth, we support communities, 750 families per week with food for 2 years straight. And then we travel to Uganda, Africa, and we travel to Vietnam, Sri Lanka, everywhere to help with disaster. And so I have seen a lot of sufferings around that is like, the feeling is uneasy for me when seeing so much suffering. And at least us, we living in the temple, we still have food to eat and we still living in peacefully, happily. But while there are so many people suffering, and we think that this is the right time to do this, and we are living in the United States, and United States also is not like normal like back then. It still have a lot of problem too, and a lot of people are crying and suffering around us too. And so I thought that I should take on this journey in the United States to do this, and then from there I call, send out notification and letters to the Sangha, the community monks around, to ask for participants to participate with this journey. And here we go, we have 20 months. Okay, so if we don't have any more questions, then let us all line up in front of each monk, and we will do the blessing string for you. Thank you so much. And then after this, when you go home, please be mindful of driving when driving, and may you all be well, be happy, and peaceful.
You need mindfulness. You need peace.
Thank you.